Molweni bethuna, igama lam ngu-Sanda, a mother of two and also a mother of a deaf child. It has been forever. My mental health took a knock, so I couldn't shoot videos and I just needed to pull myself towards myself and to take care of me first. But today I'll be talking about the SARS tax refund for disabled people or people with impairments. In particular, I'll be talking about my experience of this SARS benefits that I had to claim for my child's disability. My child is deaf, and so in one of my previous videos, I had shared information on what kind of benefits you can claim for as a parent of a deaf child or any child with impairment, or as an adult with impairment. But in that video, I hadn't shared much because I did share much. It's just that I did not share my experience of it because I didn't have any experience at that point. I only shared what I had researched at that point. But now I have gone through the experience of going through with the claim, and it was successful and I got my refund. Firstly, as a parent of a child with impairment, you can claim for any out-of-pocket expenses, transport costs for the child to go from home to school and back. But with the transport cost, the kilometers need to exceed 10 kilometer radius. So if they are 14, then you only claim the extra 4. You can't claim for the 10. And the school needs to be at a reasonably distance from your home, or I can't take a school in Worcester, but there is a school around here. So it needs to make sense on why you are going that far. All right, and also you can claim for a care assistant. Care assistant is a person that is employed solely for the child, to take care of the impaired child or impaired adult. You cannot claim for a housekeeper. The carer assistant needs to only take care of the person with the impairment. They can't be doubling up and doing housekeeping as well as taking care of the child. You can also claim for travel costs if it is an adult who is traveling for a course outside of their country, province, city. You can claim for those costs as well. You can also claim for enhancements and also enhancements at your home, and also for the impaired person. Like at this moment, my son has a cochlear implant. Had I not used a medical aid to get that, I would claim. If it was solely from out of my pocket, I would claim for those costs. But medical aid has paid for that. But there are apps also that you can use. So if you are paying for an app to assist a child with impairment or a person with impairment, then you can claim for those costs as well. That is that. But the cost needs to make sense. They need to align with the person's impairment. So for my child, if we had a doorbell, because he's deaf, a doorbell doesn't really make sense for him. But if we add a flashing light to the doorbell, then we would claim for the flashing light, not for the doorbell. The doorbell is what we need as a household, but the additional flashlight, it is to assist the child with the impairment. So whatever you do needs to align with the impairment, and you can claim for those enhancements. So that is that on what claims you can claim for. I only did this only did based on my child's impairment, but my previous video has a lot of those that you can that are outlined for broader spectrum. At this moment, I'm just concentrating on my child. And then also, how do you claim for this? I did a video as well with that, but I will just touch base on what I have done for this claim. So you're gonna need an ITRDD form. This is a form that is filled up. It is filled in by your practitioner, whatever a disability that you have or impairment that you have. The practitioner will need to confirm the impairment. Then you would also need to complete your own details. If you are a mother of a child, you will need to complete your own details as the claimer, and as well as a parent, as a claimer, as a parent or a guardian. And also you'd need to fill in the details of the child. And as an adult, it's going to be a different process, because you would be the one claiming, or if there's someone else claiming, not in my case, I was a claimer and a guardian, but if someone else was claiming, if someone else had assisted me with those costs, then they would claim, and they would put in their own details and claim details, and then I would be putting in my my details as the guardian, and then if we had a sponsor, and then my son's details at the top, and then the rest of the form is filled in by the treating practitioner. They need to confirm whether the impairment is permanent or it is just temporarily, and if it's temporal, then it lasts for 2 years. Then you would need to renew. But for us, which is for my child, that is a permanent impairment, that form that is filled in by the practitioner lasts for 10 years. So we did it this year for the first time, so we will only do it again after 10 years. So for my claim, I took that form, and also I took documents from the school just as confirmation that my child is in the school. I was solely claiming for the transport costs because I transport my child from home to school, so I was claiming for that. But if you are a parent whose child is taking school transport, or you have hired transport, then you can take the receipts that you get from the transport, the hired transport, take those receipts, attach as proof that the child is using this transport from home to school. It would be the same if your child is at a boarding school. You will attach the school statement with what you've paid and submit. And then, so for my case, I attached the ITRDD form from the practitioner, and then I attached the school documents as proof that my child is in that school. And I also attached proof that the car belongs to me. And also I attached proof of address. So the documents from school may have your proof of address, so you can use those. And also if the documents that prove that the car belongs to you may have your address. If it's the same address that you're still living in, then you can use that as proof. So I used the address from my car documents as proof of address, and also as proof that the car belongs to me. And then I also attached the documents from school, and it was a statement, a school fee statement. And also I had attached the form from the practitioner. So for the transport cost, because I did not keep a logbook, I didn't know anything about this tax benefit, so I only knew about it later, and I did not keep a logbook. So I calculated the kilometers from my home to his school, and they're about 14 kilometers. So I cannot claim for the 10, I can only claim for the 4 extra kilometers from home to school and from school to home. So that is 8 per day, per school day. So you take that, and SARS pays R4.64 per kilometer. So I took the 4 kilometers, okay, it's 8 per day, and then I multiplied it by 4.64. Then I counted the school days. Remember, the special schools have different days than the mainstream schools. So you would need to ensure that you count the special schools days. So I calculated that per term, per year, and then I got a number that I needed to claim from SARS for their kilometers traveled. The claim process, it was not that easy. If you do have an access to a tax practitioner, you may do it. If you are like me, you are perseverance, you are a chance taker, you want to do things by yourself, and you don't mind following up, you can do it my way. It was not okay. For me, it was an experience I wanted to do, and to see how it takes, how long it takes, what do I need to have, so that I can do these videos for people who cannot afford tax practitioner. And also sometimes I don't feel like paying for things that I can do myself, because I've been doing my tax all these years, and I didn't feel it was something difficult just to add a disability benefit to it. So it worked out in the end, but it took a lot of following up. So I tried to do it online. Didn't work out because they actually SARS, they auto-assessed me. So when I tried to add this benefit after the auto-assessment, it did not want to upload. It kept on saying pending, it kept on saying rejected. And then I decided to go to the branch. I went to the branch, the Belleville branch. You don't need to book online for an appointment. You can walk in, but you need to be early. So I went to the branch. I think it was about after half past 10-ish during the day. I went there. I asked about this. No one knew at the door about this. So they said, you can go in, go ask inside. I went inside and there was a queue. And yeah, we were given our tickets. I waited inside, went inside. When my turn finally came, went to the teller consultant. I told her my story that this is what I want. I was auto-assessed, and my son's disability tax benefit was not taken account of. And then she asked for the ITRDD first. And then I gave her the form. She checked it, everything checked out. And then she asked if I've got the logbook. I said I do not. And then she said I cannot claim if on this tax year because I do not have a logbook. So I will need to download a logbook from now on and log my kilometers when I drop off my son and pick him up from school. So I went back to my research. I said to her, okay, cool. What else can I claim for? And I asked her to check my documents, the rest of the documents. And then she said, no, they are all fine, but you need the logbook for your kilometers because we don't know your kilometers. Okay, I went back to my research, and according to my research, you can count the kilometers. You don't really need a logbook. So you can count the kilometers and multiply it by 464 per kilometer and get your tax refund. So I went there again on another week. I went there again, didn't book an appointment, went there very early, dropped my son at school, went there, and I actually got someone who actually understands this and was aware of this and had more information on this. I just wish the first person would have actually asked her colleagues because I wouldn't have to go there again for the same thing. Okay, but yeah, that's done. So I went there again, and this one knew everything about this. Like the moment I mentioned that I'm here for this, said, okay, what do you have? Do you have this? Do you have that? Do you have that? Okay, I have never done it this way, but we can upload all your documents, and then if they pick your file for verification or anything, then they will call you if they need something extra. But let us try it this way. From my perspective, I usually do it for children who are on the school transport, but I am sure it can be done even this way. I was so happy. So I told her, this is how much I calculated. This is how much this is how I calculated it. So this is what I am claiming for. And she took my documents, scanned them, and she submitted my claim. And immediately I got the SMS that says SARS issued something. Okay, I went there and then I waited. And then she said it's going to take about 21 working days to be approved or for me to get an update from them. Okay, cool. Excuse me. I checked again on e-filing, and then when I checked, I could not see. Oh, I saw Okay, I think it was 3 days later after I had submitted from the branch, I checked from my e-filing, and what I found was that my documents were still pending, so I needed to upload them. I never got any correspondence from SARS to say that I need to upload. I just checked out of curiosity what is happening, and I saw documents pending, so I scanned my documents and then uploaded them again, and then the status switched from documents pending. It said documents submitted on this date, and then that was that. And then I waited. And then I got worried because even when I submitted my documents, when my documents were not submitted properly, I never got any correspondence to say I needed to submit my documents. So I got anxious, and then I called. I would stay on the line for 2 hours and not, while I'm on 100, then the call gets cut off. I'll be in a queue from being number 1220, and then when I'm on 100 or 90 something, then my call would be cut off. So I also followed up via mail. I followed up via mail, which is contactdev@sars.gov.za. And the person there, what did she say? I only followed up later. I first used that email to ask them what can I do to upload my documents, because it was not uploading it that when I first needed to upload online until I went to the branch, but that person could not assist me even online. So I went to the branch, came back, and went there again, came back at least with some positive news, and then I went to that person again and followed up. I actually followed up on SARS again via the phone, and finally they picked up. I asked them how far my process is, because I haven't received anything, and when I check on e-filing, I do not see any movement, any progress on my status. And I asked her if they've received my documents, is there anything pending, how far my thing is. And the person said, no, Sissy, your SARS is still within their turnaround time, so you need to give them time. Oh, okay. So I'd ask her to check then if all my documents are in order. And then she checked. She said everything is, yes, we received everything, and we shall be in contact. And then I said, oh, okay, Sissy, but how are you gonna be in contact? Because I checked I haven't received any correspondence from you since my submission, and when I submitted, there were documents pending, and no one told me anything until I checked my e-filing, and then I saw that documents were missing, and then I uploaded, but I didn't receive any correspondence after that to say documents were uploaded, expect these on this and that. And then she said, no, Sissy, everything is okay. And then I decided, her call cut off. And I never received any callback, and I also tried that callback option. It doesn't work. I tried that callback option many times. I also tried the online booking many times. It did not work. So that is why I went to the branch without an appointment very early in the morning and just camped there. But I was assisted very fast on my second day, actually. I left there before 12. I was already out. Yeah, the queue was not that bad. And I think we got there after 9ish, 10ish. Yeah, I think we got there 10 because I had to drop my child there at school first, then went there. And then immediately after I spoke with this lady from the call center, I contacted the email address that I had used previously. And then I asked how far my process is. And the person said, because I was registered in Eastern Cape, there's an audit on it, a verification. Okay. And then I asked, how long will this take? And she said she doesn't know how long will that take. But immediately after that, I got... No, not immediately. Yeah, I think after a week, I got an update that SARS has completed their verification and they have issued a return on my to me, and they did not require any further verification on all of their audits. And after 3 days of receiving that message, I got my money, and it was actually a little bit more than I estimated. But yeah, I got my money and without any hassles after that. But that is why I said, if you are a person who can persevere and push and push and push, then this process is for you. But if you're not, then you can hire a tax practitioner to do the running around for you. For me, I don't believe in paying for things that I can do for myself. And if it really fails, if it really fails, then I will pay for it. But if there are professionals that are employed for specifically to assist with this, I don't believe that I should pay again someone else to assist with the same thing. So yeah, thank you so much for listening. I will be issuing a lot of more videos regarding Sanda's progress rather, on his implant journey. I just needed to do this update to ensure that people are getting their refunds based on their children's SARS disability benefits. I am Sanda signing out.